Hello guys, this is Surpassing. Today I'll be doing part 1 to watch Naruto was an assassin. Do you see that photo? It's the I messed it up. It's the Akatsuki. It's the Akatsuki. Get it? Don't make fun of me. It's a funny joke. So, everything happens the same, but the only thing different is that Minato's family, they're he is part of an assassin clan. His grandparents are the one who taught him everything he knows. He also put up more of a fight against Obito, because he's more of an assassin. That's why he was so strong when he was little. I'm just going to say that. And Naruto will have the last name Namikaze because the Hokage and the elders think, well, they're almost certain that the Namikaze clan, and everyone knows with that clan, no one really messes with that clan. They all know that they're assassins and some of the best in the world. So no one really messes, even though there's only 3 members. Well, technically 2 now. There's only Minato's mom, and Minato's dad, which are now Naruto's grandparents. But they're still strong, even if they're in their 40s. They're still pretty strong. So when Naruto was their baby, his grandparents just ask if they can take him in and train him. At first, Lord Third didn't approve of this because he didn't want Naruto becoming an assassin. Picking up the killing the killer instincts and killing without any thought to it. But the elders and Danzo thought this was a good idea, training because Naruto's the 9th rookie, it would be a good idea to train him properly in some of the best training they could think of. The Ambo was another option for Danzo, but he knew that Hiruzen would not agree to this. But now that the assassins are Naruto's grandparents, Naruto doesn't have any good reason that he can bring up to the elders to say no. His Naruto's grandparents, I'm just gonna call them because they're not gonna be important to this story. So why bother giving them names? Naruto's grandparents take him back to the compound, and they will start training him at 3, such a young age. But so when Naruto turns 3, they put him in very rigorous training for a 30-year-old. His first task is to climb the Hokage monument. Just climb it, but not walk up. He has to climb through where the faces are. He has to climb up to that. And if he falls, if he falls, they will catch him. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that if he falls. All he knows is if he falls, well, no one's gonna be there to catch him. But they're not gonna let the assassins, their clans, their clan's heir to just die. So if he does fall, they will catch him. Luckily, Naruto doesn't fall, but when he gets up, he is exhausted. He puts himself farther than any human limits. But this is a good thing. His grandparents are thinking that he has some major potential. That Minato fell a couple times, but he fell once or twice. And they didn't catch him because that wasn't such a big fall he could survive. They will only catch him if he would fall to his death. Minato did break a couple bones. He would go to the hospital, and then when he was healed, he'd try it again. Luckily, Naruto didn't fall and didn't break any bones. So now that they know his physical capabilities, they will put him in training that will hone his skills to the peak. And they have this training for 5 years. This is just some basic of the training, and they do punish him when he doesn't do the training correctly. They're nice. His grandparents are nice almost all the time, except in training. That's when they become heartless and cruel. Naruto doesn't like this, but he hangs in there, knowing that that they are his only family, so he has no choice. He hates training because when he's training, they treat him not human. They treat him like a weapon. But when they're not training, his grandparents treat him so nicely. They let him do almost anything, as long as he doesn't do anything too dangerous and that will get him killed. They really let him do what they want. They're always there, supportive. And so the training continues till Naruto's 8 when he's about to join the academy. His grandparents told him to keep his skills on the down low. Everyone looks at Naruto. Everyone knows that he is a Namikaze. And everyone knows the Namikaze name, Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage. And and the kid's parents all told people to stay away from him, not because of the Nine Tails, but because his family is a family of assassins. Naruto is more genius, and Naruto, in those 5 years, he has learned unfunctioning killer instinct. Well, not really. He needs to learn it, but this is very difficult. He still hasn't gone on his first mission yet, but he will learn it eventually. He has acute power of observation. He noticed that's one of his training. He's supposed to look at the people, and he's supposed to look at the tiniest of details, like seeing the smallest of cracks in someone's personality, so that he knows if they're the real or not real person. He also has mastery, not complete mastery, of armed and unarmed combat. He takes necessary risks and plans situations out to a T until things go bad, and that's when he wings it, knowing that it's best not to follow the plan and do what he thinks is the best in that kind of situation. And some of Naruto is pretty strong right now, but he still has a lot to learn. Naruto still hasn't learned how to kill. He still needs to learn how to sneak up on people. They haven't taught him jutsus yet. They've mainly been focusing on a lot of things that, like, not body figure, no jutsus, just teaching him how to be a normal assassin in our world. But in later years, they will teach him how to do jutsus that were more sneaking and in assassination. And the first day of school is everyone just stays away from him because they know what will happen if they get on his bad side. Naruto keeps a low profile. He doesn't show all that he can do. He gets average grades. He does average in almost everything, not trying to stand out, nothing like that. And he does this for the next 4 years. In those 4 years, Naruto's been trained much, much harder than he was trained in the 5 years before. They taught him how. In those 4 years, he went on a mission with his grandfather. In this mission, his grandfather was just there to give him backup. Naruto was in charge of the plan of the killing and the assassination. They were tasked on killing a very rich, influential merchant that has been doing some illegal crimes, and they were tasked on doing this by Donzo, and they were paid a large sum of money. That's how they have their family is pretty rich. Naruto gets not everything. He does get a lot of things, so he has some of the best weapons. They spend money on their jobs. The better weapons, the easier it is to carry out the assassination. And Naruto is, as I said, has pretty good mastery over armed and unarmed. So Naruto is using a bow right now long ranged. That's what is using long ranged. So Naruto is about to shoot, but he can't. He can't just take it innocent. He just can't take it life. Then he hears the voice of his grandfather behind him just saying, "This he's corrupt. Do it." And Naruto just closes his eyes and just lets go of the string. You just hear the air go, and then you just hear the body hit the floor, and everyone's screaming. Then Naruto and his grandfather just leave. So in their training, Naruto has learned what I mentioned before. He has complete mastery over every type of weapon and martial arts style. He even knows the gentle fist. He memorized chakra points, so he can hit the chakra points with his eyes closed. And knows where the vital points are in a person, not their chakra points, but their weak points. So Naruto does know the gentle fist. He's not as good. Well, he's better than most of the Hyuga clan. Not like their main members, where he's not stronger than Neji in the style, but he is pretty good at it. Better than most Hyuga ninjas. And Naruto's about to graduate. Naruto has impressive sneaking around ability. He can follow in Anbu without getting caught. He also knows a lot of jutsus. Most are on killing without being noticed, and he also knows very flashy ninjutsus as a distraction, to draw attention while someone like a partner does it for you. He also knows the shadow clone, because having one more partner is better than having multiple of yourself. Is a lot better than just doing it all by yourself. Having a team which is made up of you, so you can trust yourself. What else? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, Genjutsu. He learned a lot of Genjutsu from his grandmother. Because Genjutsu plays a big part of an assassination. Sometimes they do ransoms and then kill them. So they would use the Genjutsu and then kidnap a target and then kill him somewhere else, and then they would kill him in front of the client to verify, the killing. This wasn't asked a lot. It was just to verify they had the people. Sometimes the client would want to kill the target themselves, so that's also a way they would use Genjutsu. Mostly would be used in escapes if needed. He's pretty strong. All he needs now is experience. He knows almost every technique he almost knows everything that his grandparents do. All he needs now is experience and know it and how to use it properly in a battle. He can't beat his grandparents. He can't beat them because of their experience. And because they're the ones who trained Naruto, so they know his every move. Naruto does have a scroll. He carries it around. That's where he keeps his main weapons. Where his kunai, a shuriken, a katana, short swords. That's where he keeps his. It's not too big, he keeps it around his backside of his waist. So, and then he covers it with he wears a yukata, because Why not? He's like royalty in the assassin clans. He's one of the best. His clan is one of the best assassin clans. Even though their clan has gotten smaller over the ages, their skills have not decreased. Their numbers have decreased, not their skills. They're still one of the best. The Naruto's grandparents are hoping with Naruto they will be able to increase the clan. Naruto's about to graduate the academy with everything. Average everything. Naruto did have a lot of trouble with chakra control, which made his grandparents very mad, but he did eventually pick it up. He picks up things I'm not going to say very easily, but he does pick up things fast. A lot faster than normal people. Out of necessity. Because if he needed to learn things fast so he wouldn't get punished. His punishment was solitude, more training, stuff like that. Sometimes even pain. If that only happened once. That was when he took weeks on mastering a simple thing. Naruto then passes the exam with average everything, really. He got average on the practical exam. He got average on the writing portion of the exam. His grandparents told him to be unnoticeable. So average is the most unnoticeable you can be. Even if you got the lowest score, you would be ridiculed and noticed. But if you got average, then no one would really bother with you. Naruto is secluded. Doesn't really have many friends. Doesn't talk a lot. But this will change. Mizuki still tries to sabotage Naruto, but doesn't work. Naruto got pissed off at this and just kills Mizuki. And he hides the body. No one knows what happened to him. People think he just left the village. That's how good he is. That's how good Naruto is. He can kill a Chunin level ninja with no real difficulty. He snapped Mizuki's neck. Flashback, Naruto just has passed the exam. Then Mizuki told sorry you didn't pass the exam. Naruto was talking, what are you talking about? I definitely passed. Mizuki then saw the scores and was shocked. He got average on everything. He did pass. But Mizuki was so sure that he would fail, and he didn't even show up. Didn't, even look at it. And then Naruto got the suspicion that Mizuki was the one who sabotaged his test. He looked around with his acute senses and eyesight. He saw other people's tests, and they weren't like his. His other suspicion was that his was a lot tougher than a normal kid at his age would be able to handle. And then Naruto saw that Mizuki wasn't there, and then Mizuki just sealed the deal with saying, sorry you didn't pass. He was so confident about that. Naruto just asked, why do you think I didn't pass, Mizuki? With a low tone voice. Why do you think I didn't pass, Mizuki? Mizuki just heard this on back of his head and looked straight and didn't see Naruto again. Now he was sweating bullets. He was terrified. He didn't know what was going to happen. Then, with Naruto minimal movement, just broke Mizuki's neck. Like if it was nothing. Naruto did feel a little bit, but did feel a little emotion in this, killing another person, but he deserved this. Naruto was an assassin, so his primary focus was killing without any emotion. But this was still very difficult for Naruto. That was why he got punished with pain. He couldn't kill. properly. He couldn't kill without feeling anything for the person he killed. And then, as I said before, and then no one noticed. People just assumed Mizuki just left. He didn't leave a note. There wasn't no body, so no one knew what to think. The Ambu didn't know. Ambu thought he was dead. They also suspected that he left the village out of some concern, out of something important. So they just left it alone. No body, no evidence, no witnesses. And I almost forgot to mention, Naruto killed Mizuki when almost every student left. There were only teachers. Naruto was placed on Team 7. He had average scores, average everything, and his grandfather did pull some strings to get Naruto in Team 7 with the Uchiha plotter, the last of the Uchiha. Yeah, that still happens. And actually, I should mention that Naruto's grandparents did take part of that assassination. Just saying, they did help Itachi do the assassination. Well, they were there. Itachi didn't let them help. They did see that other masked man that helped with the assassination, but they didn't report that. Thanks to a simple genjutsu that was placed there by Itachi. Not a simple genjutsu, it was pretty high level in reality. He used his Mangekyou Sharingan to put that one on. And even then, they still remember what happened that last night. But they saw how far Itachi went to prevent them from knowing that. And so they just kept it a secret. Not everyone needs to know what happened that night. Not even Naruto knows what happened that night. Then Kakashi he gets there late. Naruto's not the prankster he was, so he doesn't prank Kakashi who was opening the door. So Kakashi does know who Naruto is. Everyone knows who Naruto is. The son of the fourth Hokage and the heir to an assassin clan. No one really messes with him. And when he doesn't want to talk to people, well, he gets along great with Shikamaru. They have a similar IQ level. They're both very talkative. They get along great, actually. One of Naruto's hobbies is reading. He's level-headed, thinks before he does anything. He's like an assassin would be. But he's not lazy. He just doesn't find a reason to do it. So he's not lazy. Just doesn't find a good reason to do it. Kakashi got there late. Naruto doesn't really mind this. He would just, like Shikamaru would be, just put his arms on his desk, then put his head up on his arms, and then just started to take a little nap. Naruto even though he's taking a nap, his senses aren't always on high alert. In the assassin business, if you are caught with your pants down, that's, bad. So you always have to be prepared, always be very cautious, always be on high alert. This is one of the fundamental things Naruto's grandparents taught him. Kakashi tells him to meet up on the roof. Naruto just body flickers. And then Kakashi body flickers as well. It's like, I'm not gonna let this kid show me up. But Kakashi showed up. Then Kakashi sees Naruto there before he was. And then he's thinking, what kind of harsh, rigorous training did they put him through to get to that level? He's only 12, but he's faster than me. Naruto has the skills necessary to beat Kakashi, but he doesn't have the experience. doesn't have the experience. There's experience can mean a lot in battle. Sometimes experience can be the defining factor in a battle. Um, then Sakura Sasuke they just Sasuke didn't really care, so he just got there. Sakura got there as well, following Sasuke's lead. Oops, about that. So they just followed. So then Kakashi asked Naruto's goal first. Naruto doesn't really have a goal. Doesn't really know what he wants to do in life. Like who kind of person knows what they want in life? I don't know. Do you? Naruto answers the question with another question. It says, "Do you know your goal?" Kakashi ponders this and doesn't really give an answer. Okay, then Kakashi continues, "What are your likes and dislikes?" Naruto says, "Dislikes going on missions. The reason he dislikes missions is because he has to kill, and doesn't like killing innocent people. He's okay with killing bad people, like Mizuki, or a person who is a mafia member or something like that. But an innocent person just because they're rich, now that's what Naruto hates most." And Kakashi asks, "Why do you hate missions?" Naruto says, "Not the missions we'll be going on. My family's missions." Kakashi understands what he means by that. Then Kakashi asks, "What are your likes?" Naruto says, having free time, training, getting stronger, to get the approval of my grandparents. Not Kakashi. Sasuke's like, "Ha, loser. You want the approval of your grandparents." And then Naruto not gonna take any of this. That's one of the rules his grandparents taught him. Don't take shit from anyone. And then Naruto says, "At least I have grandparents." It's like, oh. And Sasuke knows what he's implying, at least. And then Naruto just said, "At least I have a grandparents," but Sasuke knows what he's implying, saying, "At least I have a family." That's what Naruto meant, even though he didn't say it. And Sasuke knows what he was talking. He knows what Naruto was implying. Then Sasuke gets up and is about to go punch Naruto in the face and go attack him and fight. Then Kakashi just, "Now settle down, boys. Now settle down." Sakura's being Sakura. Just takes the side of Sasuke and saying, "Naruto, that was very rude." And Naruto's like, "It's very rude, and you're very rude too, taking the side of the man you like, even though I'm on the right side. Now who's very rude?" Sakura just doesn't know what to say. Naruto's never talked so much before, but he's not gonna take people's insults and stuff, and he's not gonna take it. He's not gonna take people, calling him. He's not gonna tolerate people messing with him and taking other people's side. So he's gonna defend himself with words. Sometimes words can hurt more than real physical action. Then Kakashi just skips the whole thing and doesn't ask Sakura or Sasuke's likes or dislikes, because he wants to get this over with, knowing if he doesn't get this over with soon, these two will start fighting, and Kakashi doesn't want Sasuke to die. So Kakashi speeds this up and saying, "Meet me, don't eat tomorrow, meet me at the training ground." Kakashi leaves, Naruto leaves and just leads Sasuke and Sakura there behind. It's the next day. Naruto told his grandparents about what happened that day, and they're proud of him. well, standing up for himself. And they also heard what Naruto said about not eating. And his grandparents know about this test. They know about it. But they're not gonna make it easy for their grandson. He's gonna let them. They are gonna let Naruto figure it out on his own. Now it's the next day. Naruto doesn't eat. Well, wasn't gonna eat, but then he noticed the slight difference in their grandparents. So he decides to eat. He decides to eat a good breakfast. He gets to the training grounds. He gets to the training grounds. He gets there last. He took time. He wasn't planning on eating, so it took time out of his getting there earlier than them. Kakashi gets there a couple hours late. Then he explains the bell test. And Naruto's not thinking that this is not gonna be hard. Then he hears the part where Kakashi says, you can even try to kill me. And Naruto finds this as a challenge. Are you so confident about saying you can even try to kill me? This Naruto he likes challenges. He likes challenges a lot. He likes showing his fruit of his labor. So when he says you can even try to kill me, he takes this as a personal challenge. It's like if he's gonna try to kill Kakashi, not actually kill him, but he's gonna try. He's gonna go as far as he can in assassinating Kakashi, putting his blade upon his neck, and then just letting a little bit of blood fall off and saying, if I could have killed you there, and just, proving Kakashi wrong. That saying, you can even use deadly force. This Naruto is a bit arrogant, but not too arrogant, knowing that could cause a lot of trouble. Just arrogant enough that makes him, good to be around. Like, yeah, you can challenge him to a challenge, and he will accept if he knows if it's a fun challenge. If it's something that he doesn't know that can happen. When someone challenges him to an archery match, and he's like, nah, he knows he can beat him. But with Kakashi, he's like, can I kill him if I wanted to? This is what going through Naruto's mind. And then Kakashi says start, and Naruto just goes he goes to the forest, hiding. And then once he gets to the forest, he summons a shadow clone. Naruto can share vision with the shadow clone. So what the shadow clone sees, Naruto sees. I'm giving him this because why not? I want to say it's a special technique it's a special technique that was taught by Naruto's grandparents. One of the many, well, I'm not gonna say many secret techniques that the Namikaze clan has, but they do have a number of them, which are very, very deadly and very helpful in their job. So the shadow clone is looking on Kakashi. Naruto notices that is not the real Kakashi. He notices that's not the real Kakashi. Naruto, using the shadow clone, he can also share the mind with the shadow clone. He can't switch bodies like in one of my other what ifs, but he can share mind and tell the shadow clone what to do, and can see through the shadow clone's eyes. The shadow clone can also do that. Can communicate with the mind, and can also see what the original kind of what he's seeing. So when he needs backup, he can come back. They come back and help him, and that's a very large if he needs backup. So Naruto just knows where Kakashi is. He's in that bush over there. But I'm just gonna see how good he is for now. Evaluate if he is a worthy challenge. So, I say so a lot. I need to find a way to not say that. But oh well. So, Naruto is preparing an attack on Kakashi. But he's thinking about why there's only two bells. And Kakashi did say that one of them would go back to the academy, but Naruto's thinking that's way too simple. There must be an ulterior motive behind this. But Naruto's also thinking, am I overthinking things? Naruto has trust in his gut, so he's thinking, no, there must be an ulterior motive behind only having two bells. He knows we can't, normal Genin wouldn't be able to take him down. So there Naruto thinks, normal Genin can't take him down. One Genin can't take him down, but maybe three normal Genin could take him down. Then Naruto hits it. This is all about teamwork. So if I want to pass without getting the bells, I need teamwork. Then Naruto's thinking, nah, I'm just gonna get the bell. Teamwork is that's the backup plan of Naruto's if he can't get the bells. But Naruto's pretty confident that he can. He's confident, not cocky. He thinks he has a good shot. Not that he'll definitely get it, he's just confident, Having a confident attitude to everything can make the difference sometimes. Naruto just throws many shuriken and summons around 20 shadow clones. Summons around 20 shadow clones. Each one has their own kunai and shuriken, and they all just throw them at the bush. Kakashi just jumps out. One of them hits one of the kunai. Kakashi hits Kakashi, but then it just transforms to log, and they all know what happened. The real Kakashi's still in the bush. The one that jumped out was a substitution. So Naruto's looking around, trying to find where Kakashi is. He immediately finds him, and then they go in a taijutsu battle. But Naruto is not trying to hurt Kakashi. He is trying to distract him and getting the bells while he's fighting him. So while he's fighting Kakashi, Naruto is planning on sealing the bells without Kakashi noticing. And he does. Naruto does this in like 10 minutes. Kakashi finally gets his guard down and low enough for Naruto to grab the bells, throws it behind him. A shadow clone grabs it and then hides it. Then Naruto makes a bell appear and puts it where the bell's supposed to be. And this happened in just 1 second. Naruto can make hand signs. It's so fast that sometimes some people with the Sharingan can't even see the hand signs. But now that there's not a lot of Uchiha around, that's not a real problem. But that doesn't really matter now. It's still a useful skill to have. Kakashi didn't notice. Naruto's still trying to kill Kakashi. Naruto's having a more difficult time than he would think he would have. But Kakashi does have the experience and is a high-level Jonin and trained by his father, making Kakashi stronger than he was in canon. Just gonna say it. Minato did train Kakashi in some of the assassination arts, so Kakashi does know some of Naruto's moves, and he does use them as his own. No wonder he was a great Anbu. So Naruto's having more of a difficult time than he would usually do, but Naruto just backs off. Kakashi is puzzled by this. Why is he backing off? Kakashi does not gonna question it, but then a shadow clone jumps on top of Kakashi stabs him with a kunai, and then poof, the real Naruto just tackles down Kakashi, and then puts the kunai down on his throat. Kakashi let his guard down. Kakashi let his guard down just enough. Being puzzled was the key. Then Naruto puts the kunai around Kakashi's neck, and then just walks off. Naruto is really skilled, okay? He is strong. He is, in all the sense, a perfect assassin. Well, almost perfect. He's strong. But is he stronger than a Kage? If Hiruzen was in his prime, then Naruto could be killed. But Hiruzen is not in his prime, so Naruto has a really good shot in being able to assassinate Lord Third. So Naruto just goes back sitting. Kashi's saying, what was all that about? Then Naruto digs up the ground, pulls out the bell. Then Kashi's thinking, looks at the two bells, and then one of the bells just poofs. Kakashi asks, when did you get that bell? 10 minutes after we started our fight. Kakashi is shocked that he didn't notice. And then he's even more curious what kind of training was he put under. Normal kids would have died in that kind of training. Naruto, that kind of training would kill someone. And he took the training he did was life and death. Well, he thought it was life and death. He always had someone to catch him. He always had a life net. His grandparents were always there just so he wouldn't die. But he didn't know that. He thought he would die if he fell from climbing the mountain, or from fighting that humongous bear. All these types of training. But it was worth it. Naruto's really strong. Stronger than Kakashi. He can also he is also trying to practice doing hand signs with one hand. Because what if he loses a hand in battle? That would severely hinder his fighting prowess if he couldn't do ninjutsu. So he is practicing doing it with just hand signs with just one hand. So then Naruto already passed, but Sakura and Sasuke haven't. So time runs out. Sasuke did try to make a dash for it, thinking that if Naruto could do it, he could do it. Sasuke knows about the assassination clan, but my clan was the Uchiha clan. We were some of the... And then, nope, no. It was known that the Uchiha clan was strong, but one-on-one, if it was an Uchiha, a high-level member of the Uchiha versus the one of the members in the Namikaze versus one of the people from the Namikaze clan, the Uchiha would have lost without a doubt. All the Namikaze get the same training. Well, only the main branch has the secret techniques, but they all get the same training. But in the following years, their clan got smaller and smaller. So, the time runs out. Sakura gets put on a pole because she fell in the genjutsu. Sasuke offers her food. Naruto doesn't. Then Kakashi just appears saying, the ones who abandoned their friends, and he thought Naruto gave Sakura food, but he was wrong. But it was too late. He already said you guys passed, and he was about to do speech, so there's no turning back now. Kakashi didn't use his Sharingan, but he didn't really think that would help, because if he didn't use it, well, he was about to use it, But before he could have used it, the kunai was around. He was already around his throat. So there was no real point. He already lost. When Sasuke saw this, he became furious. But then his mind came up with a solution from keeping him from going into shock. Our instructor is weak. He's weak. Oh, Sasuke, that's just a coping mechanism. That's a coping mechanism, saying that our instructor is weak, so you don't feel weak. He's not gonna accept that Naruto's far stronger than him. So Kakashi says a speech about the ones who break the rules are scum, but the ones who bend their friends are worse than scum. Naruto takes it too hard, but not really. That takes Naruto does his assassination mission solo from now on. After he completed his training, he does it solo, so he doesn't really have a team. And having a team that you can't trust is suicide in assassinations, because assassins take money, and if someone pays them higher, well, that could get ugly. But the Namikaze clan is a noble assassination. They don't take the money of their target, and they don't take bribes. Once you have a deal, they will complete the deal, even if the target offers them more money than their client. Because if you didn't, then no one would trust you. Then the 1 month of D rank missions begin. And Naruto just not gonna have any of this. Catches all the cats easily. He gets some of the gang. He gets all the cats that had formed the Akatsuki. He picks all the cats up and takes them back to these owners, and they're done for the month. The D ranks are not out of trouble. Naruto not gonna waste his time. Just goes, catch the cats with no problem, with ease actually, and just gets it over with. He's not gonna take some of his precious time, wasting it, just trying to catch some cats. Then Sasuke gets annoyed. Naruto doesn't really care. He's annoyed too, but he's not gonna say anything. He's like, fine, we have to do D rank missions. I'll just, And the only reason Naruto's doing this is so he can build up a reputation, so he get more contracts. That's how his grandparents told him, get a reputation for being strong, and then more people would contact the Namikaze clan and ask for their services. Then Sasuke says, I want a higher rank mission. Then Naruto says, I would like one too, please. And Lord Third, Instructor says also, and Kakashi says they're ready. And then Kazuna comes in, and Kazuna doesn't mess with Naruto. He has that assassin aura saying not to mess with him. He makes fun of Sasuke and Sakura, and Kazuna's saying, "What happened to you, kid?" And then Sasuke's like, "What happened to you? Family died?" And Kazuna doesn't know that Sasuke's family died. That's just pure coincidence. And then Sasuke doesn't say anything, and then Sasuke says, "Cat got your tongue." I'm gonna keep making cat jokes. Then he makes fun of Sakura, and asks, "What happened to your face? Cat scratch all your face, or is it just so naturally ugly?" Sakura and Sasuke were about to go kill the client, Kazuna, and Kakashi doesn't let that happen. Naruto doesn't let that happen, because, you're supposed to protect the client sometimes. Without the client, you don't get paid. Unless they pay beforehand. And that's a whole different option. Then that's a whole different thing. But that's only if you are after the one-time deal. Then Kakashi says, meet up tomorrow at the front of the gates, at the entrance of the village. Then the Genin and Chazuna leave. Kashi just has a nice civil conversation with Lord Third. Kashi puts his hands on the desk, slamming it, and just says, "Look, what kind of training did that boy go through? He's stronger than I am." And Lord Third doesn't have an answer to this. He doesn't know that either. But they are curious. And Kashi's planning to ask Naruto in the mission. And I think I'm gonna leave this off here. So this was Tempest Age signing out.